Médecins Sans Frontières has issued a strong condemnation of Israel's restrictions on aid to Gaza, labeling them as deliberate and inhumane, following another mass killing near an aid distribution site in Khan Yunis. The attack, which resulted in the deaths of over 51 Palestinians and injuries to more than 200 others, has intensified global criticism of how humanitarian operations are being handled in the besieged enclave. The Hamas-run Civil Defense Agency reported that Israeli forces opened fire on a crowd gathering near a World Food Programme site east of Khan Yunis. Witnesses said Israeli drones launched 2 missiles, followed by tank shells fired from around 400 to 500 meters away. Many of the victims were taken to Nasser Hospital, which has been overwhelmed by the influx of casualties. In a statement on 19 June 2025, MSF criticized Israeli authorities for enforcing policies that restrict medical, food, and fuel supplies to dangerously minimal levels, despite claims of humanitarian corridors. Eta Zabelgo-Giazkoa, MSF's emergency coordinator in Gaza, said, "The charade of only allowing medical and fuel supplies at the very last minute ahead of a looming disaster is nothing but a band-aid on a gushing wound. The weaponization of aid must end." MSF field hospitals in Deir al-Balah have seen a 190% increase in gunshot wound cases within a week. Clinics in Khan Yunis and Deir al-Balah have recorded their highest patient intakes to date, while shortages of essential supplies like gauze, medications, and therapeutic food for malnourished children persist. Amy Lowe, MSF's medical team leader in Gaza City, highlighted how neonatal care is being compromised due to power outages at Al-Helu Maternity Hospital, where oxygen and ventilators critical to newborns are frequently shut down. The ongoing fuel shortages have also led to a sharp decline in access to clean water, as desalination plants are unable to operate. Ambulances and vital transport systems are also impacted, restricting the movement of critically injured individuals. The attack near the food distribution point is one of several recent incidents where aid seekers have been met with violence. The World Health Organization confirmed the mass casualty incident, noting a disturbing correlation between food distribution locations and gunshot injuries. The Israeli military acknowledged that a crowd had gathered near troops, but has not provided further details. The Gaza Humanitarian Foundation, which manages the food sites, distanced itself from the shootings, saying they occurred outside its direct operations. Critics argue that the new aid system, seen by some as an Israeli attempt to bypass the UN and control aid, has contributed to chaos and deadly desperation. Verified footage and eyewitness accounts suggest a recurring pattern of Israeli forces firing on civilians seeking aid. UN Human Rights Chief Volker Turk condemned Israel's actions, calling for a full investigation. MSF declared that the denial of adequate aid and systematic infrastructure targeting signals a broader strategy, stating, "MSF teams are witnessing patterns consistent with genocide in Gaza." With the situation worsening, humanitarian agencies warn that Gaza is on the verge of collapse without immediate international intervention.